Yo, what's good YouTube? So I want to make this YouTube video because I've been seeing a lot of people coming back to Battlefront 2 lately, and I've been seeing a lot of tier lists and stuff like on Twitter, and a lot of them are super inaccurate. I don't know if people are like trolling or something like that, but it seems that a lot of people don't really know what heroes are the best heroes and what situations you should really be using them in and where they really thrive. So I'm gonna rank every hero, and disclaimer, this won't be a trooper mode tier list like Galactic Assault and Supremacy. This is strictly gonna be a heroes versus villains tier list, okay? Trooper modes, it gets a little bit too complicated because a lot of these heroes, like for example, let's take Chewie. I would put Chewie somewhere maybe around here for trooper modes, but I would put him somewhere around here for hero modes. So a lot of the rankings get kind of skewed when you're talking about hero and trooper modes. So I'm just gonna stick with just hero modes for this. So um HVV and Hero Showdown are the only two that I'm going to be talking about for this. Okay, so without any further ado, I think I'm going to start with the F tier. So in F tier, there's not going to be a lot of heroes here, but the one that stands out the most is definitely Lando. So for Lando, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through every hero just briefly when I rank them. So Lando is very good in trooper modes when he has the ability, when he can use his sharp shot ability to its fullest potential. Against heroes, it's not really good. His smoke grenade is basically useless. I mean, it's good if you just have like a low level like saber hero just swinging at you because when you're standing in the smoke as a saber hero, you actually can't lock on to the other heroes. Like it will just be like think of it as like kind of like smoke in Call of Duty where if you're aiming through smoke in Call of Duty, you have no aim assist. That's kind of how it is with Lando and the Saber heroes. Um, his disabler ability, I think that's what it's called, where he throws the shock grenade on the floor. That is very, very, very good, especially if you shock like a Vader and you guys just team shoot him or whatever. You guys can instantly melt any hero in the game. It's kind of like Aiden's ability where she has her shock droid, except it's worse than that. So, yeah, Lando is definitely F tier. Okay, I think we're done with the F tier. So, moving up to C tier, the biggest C tier I can see here is Yoda. Guys, okay, I absolutely love Yoda. Besides, if Anakin didn't exist, Yoda would be my light side main. I love Yoda, especially in trooper modes where he has such a small hitbox. You can barely see him running around, and if you're playing on Kashyyyk, you can if you turn off his lightsaber and go into the high grass, you're literally impossible to spot. If you're dying with Yoda in trooper modes, you kind of need to reevaluate your life because he is easily S tier in any type of trooper mode. Galactic Assault, Supremacy, anything like that, he might be like up here. Like he might have his own tier when it comes to trooper modes because of how good he is. I mean, he has a heal. His dash strikes are very very good. His push is also very good. Plus, he has a it's basically like a passive. His block actually builds up his push ability. So when you're blocking blaster bolts, it builds up his the area of effect and how far it can go when you're blocking force powers. He can also store force powers. He cannot store blaster bolts, but he can store force powers. Um, in trooper modes, this guy Yoda is fucking amazing, but against straight up heroes, he's not the greatest. His swing speed is very very slow. Um, he has less health than pretty much every single other saber hero. He only has 700, while the base for every single other hero is 750. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Rey is actually 700 and not 750. I could be wrong on that. I actually think Luke is 700 too. I could be wrong on that, but he just feels like he has way less health than all the other saber heroes. But Yoda is very good if you get heroes low, because his dash strike goes through blocks. But besides that, he's not really that good. And guys, I love Yoda so much, but I have to be real. He's not the greatest when it comes to heroes versus villains. Guys, I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but Phasma is C tier, man. If okay, the only way that I can justify Phasma being any higher than C tier is if you have a competent team that will willingly sit on your droid with her. If your team is not sitting on her droid with you, a character like Anakin, a character like Luke, a character, literally any other character in this game besides maybe Rey. Rey has a tough time getting Phasma away from her droid. But I promise you, if you're playing any other hero besides Rey, Phasma instantly becomes one of the most useless heroes in the entire fucking game. I mean, if you could separate her from her droid, she becomes the easiest kill of all time. But if you have a full team sitting on her droid with you, protecting you, she becomes like a borderline S tier. It's very, very hard to get a competent team off of her droid when they have a good lineup and they know what they're doing. But like I said, a lot of people usually don't help her and sit on her droid with her. So she's a C tier. Moving on to the B tier, I have a feeling this is probably going to be where we put most of our heroes. So for starting off, rounding out the B tier, I got Obi-Wan. Now, 1v1s. This dude is top 3, top 5. He actually might be top 3 in 1v1s. I mean, literally infinite stamina, impenetrable stamina. If you are losing stamina with Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are doing something 100% completely wrong with him. He has star cards to make his stamina better, and his stamina base without any star cards is leagues above every other Saber hero. So stamina with this guy is not an issue. You can sit there and you can block forever. You can literally hold off an entire team by just blocking. That's how good this dude is with stamina. Um, his downsides is he's very defensive, which is that's what Obi-Wan Kenobi is. He's a defensive Jedi. That's what he is. And that reflects in game a lot with his impenetrable stamina. His for some reason his parries, like when you parry with him, he just feels like the best character to parry with for some reason, and that might be because he has so much stamina. But his parries are amazing. His defensive rush ability is also amazing. You cannot hit him at all. If you try to parry him or hit him, he will hit you. So that's really good. His push, his push is okay. It just takes way too long to charge up. He does have a card where it takes literally like half a second for him to fully charge his push, but honestly, he has better cards that I would probably use over that. That's why, you don't really see a lot of Obi-Wans using that. That's why he gets a lot of criticism for it. His Jedi mind trick ability, which basically literally all it does is you can't use your abilities for like I think it's like 5 seconds or something like that. It's very good, but he's very open to attacks, and the animation takes very long. You stand still for like a second, and he waves his hand, and it literally gives you like a full second to just attack him if you're close to him. You can also parry it. You can parry every single force ability in the game. Okay, that's also another thing that you guys need to realize. Anakin's abilities, you can parry. Obi-Wan's, you can parry. Any force ability in the game, you can parry. I just wanted to make that known. But Obi-Wan, I know it sounds like he doesn't have a lot of downsides, and you're probably like, why is this guy in the B tier? He just doesn't put out a lot of damage. His damage compared to like somebody like Anakin, for example, is just it's not even in the same. Even Yoda, I feel, does more damage than Obi-Wan. Just consistent damage with his dash strike. You can't really get consistent damage with Obi-Wan unless you're spamming his defensive rush or parrying. But I've spent way too much time on Obi-Wan, so let's go to the next hero. In the B tier, I think we're going to put Finn. Finn is a nice B tier. Um, guys, this is not in order, so uh, like it doesn't matter if I put him here or him here. It's not in order. It doesn't matter. But Finn, okay, Finn is great if you have a competent team because a Finn and a Leia with their damage reduction star cards and damage reduction cards, your team literally becomes unkillable. I mean, you can Finn glitch with him if you want. I mean, you're a scumbag if you do, but you can Finn glitch with him, which literally just makes your team invincible. Literally invincible. You cannot kill anybody if you're Finn glitching with if somebody on the other team is Finn glitching. His blaster is mediocre. He has one of the greatest abilities in the game where he literally gets aimbot. Like, I'm not even joking. He literally gets aimbot. Um, which is amazing for like Palpatine's. Like, he's a hard counter to Palpatine because if you activate your aimbot ability and Palpatine is near, oh GG, Palpatine. There's nothing Palpatine can do to get away. He has no block, and it's an aimbot ability, so he's not gonna miss. Um, his abilities are really great, but the only thing that holds Finn back is if you don't have a competent team or if you don't have a team to stay around you, he just becomes a free kill every time. Like, his blaster isn't strong enough to deal with heroes like Kylo and Dooku that can just instantly melt you. Um he doesn't have a stun ability like Chewie and Lando and even Faz. He doesn't have any sort of stun ability. So his damage output can be very lackluster at times, but the way he supports his team in damage reduction and health and all that, he's very good. But like I said, he needs a competent team around him to be good and to shine. So that's why he's in B tier. Another B tier, I believe, is Bosk. Now, my homie, Jedi, he's going to hate me for this take because he absolutely loves Bosk. He thinks Bosk is S tier. Bosk is S tier in Supremacy and Galactic Assault. I will say that. If this was a trooper mode tier list, Bosk would be like up up in oblivion somewhere because he's just so great. He has every ability that he has is straight crowd control. Like his gas abilities, his mines, his ability where his gun turns into a freaking grenade launcher. Like, Bosk is very good against troopers. Against heroes, he struggles a bit because although he has his mines, which do a fuck ton of damage and can save him, and his jump is better than every other blaster heroes in the game, I feel like if you catch him out on his own, he's pretty much a free kill. He needs to stick, and that's the problem with a lot of these blaster heroes is they need a team to do well. Okay, like obviously if you're a great player, you don't need a team to do well. You're gonna do well with every hero, no matter what the situation is. Okay, because you're a good player. But in most situations, Bosk, I would pick an Iden over a Bosk. Like I would pick Boba Fett over Bosk. The thing about Bosk is he's just his whole kit is built for killing troopers, just not heroes really. He's just, I don't know. Bosk is a weird one because he's really good, but he's also very bad at the same time. Like he's very good at killing troopers, like I said, but he just lacks killing heroes in my opinion. I don't know. That might be a hot take, but this is just my opinion, obviously, and I'm trying to help the new players. Um, if you're a veteran player, let me know how you feel about this Bosk pick here at B for Heroes vs. Villains. Now we're going into the A tier, and here's where a lot of heroes might end up. Okay, I'm seeing a huge A tier pop up at me right now, and that is Chewie. Chewie. Okay, Chewie is like the exact opposite of like a Bosk. His kit is solely catered around killing heroes at close range. His bowcaster is unblockable. You cannot block his bowcaster by any means. His stun ability, he has the best stun ability out of any blaster hero who does have a stun. His Furious Bowcaster ability makes his Bowcaster fucking hit like a truck. If you're hitting headshots with his Bowcaster and that ability is activated, you can kill a Vader in like 5 shots. Like he becomes one of the scariest heroes to deal with up close. And he's not even a saber hero, which is crazy. He also has the most health out of any single blaster hero in the entire game, which is a plus. He also has star cards to make him even more tankier and give him damage reduction. His slam is very lackluster against heroes. It does knock them down if you hit them, but his slam is very good for troopers because it's a one-hit kill basically. If this was a trooper mode tier list, this guy would be down here. He'd probably be like all the way down here. He's absolutely terrible against troopers, in my opinion. His bowcaster just does nothing against the troopers. Okay, next up we got Ray. Now, guys, okay, here's where I'm gonna get torched. Here's where I'm absolutely gonna get torched. This is probably the most controversial pick of the entire tier list so far. It probably will be the most controversial placement of the entire tier list in general. Ray. Guys, stop sleeping on Ray. Stop sleeping on Ray. If you have the right setup with this chick, she is amazing. Okay? If you run her setup where she gets 3 dodges, her extra stamina card, and her insight duration card, she is amazing. She's amazing in trooper modes. I think she would be S tier if this was trooper modes, and she's great in hero modes. Her mind trick ability is okay. It's different from Obi-Wan's. Her mind trick actually inverts all your controls and changes your controls up for like a couple seconds. If you're a good player, you know how to deal with this. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. But if you are a new player and if you get mind tricked by Ray and you don't know what you're doing, oh my god. The freest kill of all time. Her dash ability is amazing. It's an instant knockdown. It can be parried, which is a downside. It can be parried if she hits you front on, you can parry it. But it's very hard to parry, and usually when you do parry it, she still knocks you down in the first place, and like anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Her insight is probably her best ability. It's literally an ability where it gives you wall hacks. It gives you wall hacks, and it literally gives you like double your stamina, and it's amazing. And with her 3 dash card ability, where she gets 3 dashes, the downside to it is it takes away stamina. Well, if you have her insight cards and if you had her stamina card, it literally it's like it does you don't get stamina taken away at all. It's like it negates the effect of that card. Ray is amazing. I love Ray. Like honestly, like as a character in the Star Wars franchise, I hate her, but in Battlefront 2, she's amazing. Here's another controversial one. General Grievous. Now, if Grievous could still hit people with his claw rush over and over and over again, he would be the best hero in the game. He would just literally be the best hero in the game. When he was able to do that, he was the best hero in the game. But since they patched that, I think he's a little bit more tame now. He's a little bit more easier to deal with because you don't have to worry about his claw rush hitting you 50 times in a row and you just dying from one ability and really can't do anything about it. But so since they patched that, he's become a lot more tame, but he's still amazing. Flesh is Weak is probably one of, if not the greatest card in the entire game. For every piece of health that General Grievous loses, he gains damage reduction, which is absolutely insane. I mean, it gives him effectively like 1,100 health in total, which is the most health of any hero in the game, except for like Vader, because Vader can buff his health to 1,500, I think, with his bonus health and his Furious Resilience card. But besides Vader, Grievous base health wise he has the most base health in the entire game. He's just eh, Grievous is amazing. Like his claw rush is still amazing, even though you can't hit multiple people with it. I'm sorry, even though you can't hit the same person multiple times with it, it's still amazing. His lineup weaklings card, where it makes it so as soon as you hit somebody with a claw rush, the next person you hit does double damage. It's still amazing. Um, his lightsaber swing animations are pretty fast. His jump hook swings are amazing, almost unparryable. If you try and parry him, you're gonna get hit at least once or twice. Grievous is amazing. The last A tier I think I'm gonna put in here is Darth Maul. Darth Maul is literally the epitome of a balanced hero in the game. He's very fast. He has three great abilities. Uh, that's pretty much what you could say about him. He's very fast. He has three great abilities. His health is a little low. Like he's on the same tier as Yoda. I think him and Darth Maul are the only ones that have 700 base health. But he's much faster than Yoda. His swing speeds are much faster. His movement speeds are much faster. His dash attacks are amazing. Also, something that a lot of people don't know is his Blaster Bolt star card, where it says he gains damage reduction from Blaster Bolts, is 100% completely broken. That's not how the card works. He only gains damage reduction when he does his spin attack. Okay? That's what the card is. He gains damage reduction when he does his spin attack. He's not gaining damage reduction against blaster bolts. That card needs to be changed. I don't know why it says that he gains damage reduction against blaster bolts when that's not the case. He only gets damage reduction when he does his spin attack with that card equipped. So that's just a little pro tip for all you people out there that use that card and think that you're getting damage reduction from Blaster Bolt. You're not. You're only getting damage reduction when he does his spin attack. But Maul is very, 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 very good. Now for the fun part, the S tier. So, I can already tell, or I can already see, Vader, S tier. Guys, come on. Do I need to explain Darth Vader? And why he's S tier? He's the best hero in the game. Do I really need to go over it? I mean, he has the three greatest abilities in the game. The most health in the game. Does the most damage in the game. I mean, if you get hit by his choke, it's pretty much insta-death, no matter what health you're at. It's literally insta-death if you get hit by his choke. Every single one of his star cards are useful and just borderline broken. I mean, what is there to say about Darth Vader? I mean, if you play the game, you know Darth Vader is leagues and leagues and leagues and leagues and leagues above every other hero in the game. Matter of fact, can I make a new tier? I'm going to make a new tier and I'm going to name it Darth Vader. And it's going to be black. Add row above. Oh, sorry. How do I delete that? I'm going to delete this. Delete row. Delete row. Oh, no, I changed the S tier. Oh, shit. Vader. And put him up here. Yeah. Guys, he's just he's the best. Hold on, let me capitalize that. Vader. He's just the greatest hero in the game, honestly. And it's honestly not even close. Anakin, S tier. I mean, this guy, they tried to nerf him. You can't nerf the Chosen One. I'm sorry. No matter how many times you nerf this guy, he's always going to be an S tier. He's the only character in the game that has four abilities. Four great abilities. All of them are amazing. His pull dominance, great. His heroic might, great. His passionate strike, unblockable, great. His retribution, literally a 360 choke, great. The only thing that keeps Anakin from not being the best hero in the game is he's just riddled with bugs. I mean, every time you play this guy, you're almost guaranteed to get some sort of bug. I mean, He's probably the most bug-riddled hero in the entire game. If this guy was bug-free, man, he'd be up here with Darth Vader. I mean, shit. When he first came out and he had no bugs and he like launch Anakin, I said this guy, and this guy would like launch Anakin would be in the fucking heavens. Okay? Just looking down on every other hero if he was still how he was on launch. But next up, Palpatine. I mean, guys, a lot of these S tiers I don't even need to explain. I mean, he has the best dodges in the game. His lightning is amazing. If you know how to move with this guy, he's literally borderline untouchable. I'm talking about literally he's untouchable if you know how to do his dashes and you know how to dash around and move with him. He becomes untouchable. Next, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, in my opinion, is probably the best light side hero in the game. Over Anakin, over every other hero, Luke is definitely the best lightsaber hero on the light side. I think he's the best hero in general on the light side. He can deal with Vader very, very, very well. Intensify, which is his damage lightsaber card, is amazing against a dude like Vader, where Vader gets literally stronger as the longer the duels go on. Vader gets stronger because he just has so much fucking health. Luke can cut his health down in half like immediately, because the more you're hitting your heroes or troopers, or the more you're dealing damage, the more lightsaber damage Luke gets. So the longer you're battling Vader, the more powerful Luke gets, which is amazing. So he's a very like a direct counter to Vader. His push amazing, instant, literally. I'm sorry, not retribution. What's his repulse? His middle ability, amazing. And if you're using one of his cards, it can go through blocks. His dash strikes, amazing. There's literally no. He's also the fastest hero on the light side. There's no flaw. I think he's the fastest hero in the game in general. There's no flaws with Luke Skywalker at all. He's amazing. Like, the only flaw that he has is his health and his health regeneration. It's very bad. Like, if you get down to like 200 HP with Luke, good fucking luck. Good luck, because one or two saber swings and you're dead, buddy. But he's amazing. He's amazing. Dooku S. I mean, his kit is literally built. His entire kit is literally built for killing heroes and only heroes. He's the only other hero in the game that has 3 dashes by default too. So amazing. Dooku amazing. Boba Fett, literally probably the most annoying hero to deal with in the entire game, because his jetpack, if you're running the right cards, his jetpack just becomes, he can be in the air forever. And if you're not using somebody like Anakin where you can pull him towards you, good luck. If you're using somebody like Rey where she doesn't even have a pull or a push or anything like that, good luck dealing with a Boba Fett. Actually, good luck, because you would never be able to kill this guy. Like, ever. So, yeah. Han Solo is the best blaster hero on the light side. He has he honestly, you could run one card with Han Solo and he'd still be the best blaster hero in the entire game. His 3 dodges, the card that gives him 3 dodges is actually OP. Like, very beyond broken OP, like almost like it probably shouldn't be a thing. He's also one of the most annoying heroes to deal with, because if he's just dashing around you and dashing around you, you can't fucking hit him like ever. He also has the most damaging blaster in the entire game. He has a shoulder charge that goes through blocks. I mean, if you play the game, you know Han Solo is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, easily the greatest hero, blaster hero in the game. Easily. Kylo Ren, I'm actually going to put Kylo Ren in A tier. And this is also, and I'm gonna get a lot of fucking shit from Jedi, because he thinks Kylo is also S tier and one of the best heroes in the game. Kylo, the one thing about Kylo is that he just can't, like, he has a lot of stamina attacking, but his defensive stamina is trash. Also, his pull and his freeze abilities are some of the longest cooldowns in the entire game. Those two abilities have the longest cooldowns in the entire game. So if you're using it, don't expect to use that shit for a good 20, 30 seconds after. His frenzy ability is very, very good. It comes back in like 5 seconds. So it's actually, that's one of the most fastest charging abilities in the game, and it also goes through blocks, which is very good. Easily parryable, but does go through blocks nonetheless. Instantly becomes one of the scariest heroes while you're at low health because his frenzy can go through blocks and it does a lot of damage. Um, I just think the one reason that he's not an S tier is because his abilities take too long to come back. His stamina is not really the greatest unless you're attacking. He can't really block blaster bolts for the longest time. He's just not very that good. He's not very good at defensive capabilities. Kylo Ren is all offense, 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 offense. Leia, amazing. She's the second best blaster hero in the entire game. It's funny because the two best blaster heroes in the entire game are on the light side, which is crazy. Leia, she's amazing. Like her blaster E11, the highest damage blaster in the game, instantly melts people. If you're hitting headshots with that thing, you're melting people in literally 2 seconds. Especially like a Palpatine. Oh man, if you hit Palpatine all headshots on this guy, you can't even use him because, I mean, he has no block and he can't really, and his dodges are good, but if you're hitting your shots at Leia, his dodges do nothing. Her grenades do so much damage, and her shield is underrated. If you're putting her shield in a good position and you're keeping the enemy team out of her shield, it's very good because she can regenerate her entire team's full health back to full with her shield. Um, she can obviously, her shield blocks other blasters and stuff. Like, she's very good. Leia's very, 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 very good. And last but not least, we got Iden Versio. Iden Versio is also S. She's the best hero, blaster hero on the dark side. She doesn't even need her other two abilities, which is her shield and her plasma rifle. Which is, her shield is okay and her plasma rifle is terrible. The only thing that she needs is her blaster, her secondary fire, and her stun droid. That's all Iden needs to be great, and she would be S tier easily. You could take away her other abilities and just have her blaster, her blaster with her secondary fire, and her stun droid, and she'd still be S tier. Okay, guys, so here is my definitive final tier list on Heroes vs Villains 2025. Vader, I believe, is the greatest hero in the game, the best, no dispute. And I think Lando is the worst hero in the game for Heroes vs Villains. If you guys want to see a trooper-based tier list, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. You guys can hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description at RipNexy. And yeah, it's been Nexy. I catch y'all.